Committee on Environment and Agriculture wishes to refer to House Bill 1319, an act prohibiting the city siting of new landfills or expansions of existing landfills in state parks, national parks, United States Department of Agriculture, forest land. Having considered the same, report the same with the following amendments. The recommendation is the bill not to pass with amendment. Representative Peter Bixby for the committee. The question for the House is on the adoption of floor amendment. Adoption of committee amendment 0995H. Printed in House Record 10A, found on pages 45 and 46. Are you ready for the question on the adoption of the committee amendment? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay? No. The ayes have it. The committee amendment is adopted. The bill is on second reading and open for further amendment. Representative Bixby introduces floor amendment 1108, printed in the House Journal 10. A and found on page 46 and is recognized to conclude the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move on Amendment 1108H, and I just want to quickly mention what this does. The committee amendment said solid waste facility. This amendment corrects that term to landfill and explicitly excludes expansions of existing landfills from the ban that this bill would propose. Thank you.
The question for the House is on the adoption of the Bixby Floor Amendment 1108. Are you ready for the question? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay? No. The ayes have it, and the Bixby Floor Amendment 1108 is adopted. Representative Action has requested a roll call vote. Is that sufficiently seconded? It is sufficiently seconded. This will be a roll call vote as the congregation proceeds.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, if I know that HB 1319, by arbitrarily putting a 2-mile restriction zone around new landfills within the boundaries of all state and national parks, including public and private property, and it was not determined by any scientific facts, and if I know HB 1319 stops DES from conducting public hearings and discussions, and if I know that HB 1319 creates, attention, the 161 miles of the federal Appalachian Trail from Hanover to Berlin into Maine and converts it into a state park with a 2-mile zone off of each side of the trail. And finally, Mr. Speaker, if I know that DES is not in support of this bill, and if we do not allow permitting process to move forward that many non-country communities, such as the Mount Carberry, North Country Environmental Services, that in the very near future will face closures, and all those communities will be facing a higher disposal and transportation costs. Would I now push the red button so another motion can be made? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The question for the House is a recommendation to bill item passed. As amended, the chair recognizes Andrew Bowman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if I'm familiar with the fact that our state park system is funded entirely by entrance fees, and that anything that would cause a drop in the number of visitors to a state park would harm the entire system, and if I know that the House Legal Counsel indicated that HB 1319 is constitutional and is similar to zoning laws, and if I value the crisp, clean air and clear water which our parks are known for, and would hate to see them polluted by garbage, would I now push the green button to protect the New Hampshire State Park system?
This will be a roll call vote. The question before the House is on the recommendation to bill item passed as amended. If you're in favor, you will press the green button. If you're opposed, you'll press the red button. Vote is agent will be open for 30 seconds. With 180 members voting yea and 123 voting nay, the recommendation is adopted. The majority of the Committee on Environment